Can I spoil an underrated 2000 slasher movie? Absolutely, let's do it. Valentine opens up with this young boy, Jeremy Melton, who is at this school dance, and you can tell he's kind of an outcast. He asks these four popular girls to dance: Shelley, Lily, Paige, and Kate. Kate is the only one that's somewhat nice to him. The other three are very mean to him when they reject him, so he ends up going up to their other friend Dorothy, who is kind of just more awkward and shy, and she accepts his proposal to dance. So Jeremy and Dorothy end up kissing under the bleachers, and they are caught by these boys who bully them, and Dorothy gets embarrassed and claims that Jeremy attacked her and he's a pervert. So the boys start attacking him, and he gets this nosebleed, and they just relentlessly bully him in front of everybody. Sometime later, we find that Dorothy's friends, the other girls, all testified to the fact that he attacked her, and he ended up in juvenile hall and then in a mental institution. So we then jump to 13 years later. Those girls are all grown up, and Shelley is in medical school. She ends up going on this terrible date with this absolute loser named Jason, and after it, she goes into the morgue to practice her medical training. But while she's there, she finds this really threatening Valentine's Day card left for her. And then sure enough, she is attacked by this person in a Cupid mask. A fight ensues between the two of them, but ultimately he slashes Shelley's throat and she dies. And we see that after the killer is done, he gets a nosebleed, which we've seen before. So Shelley's friends, of course, hear about her passing, and they all meet up at her funeral. So we have Kate, Paige, Dorothy, and Lily, the same girls from the beginning, just now all grown up. So the girls are devastated by their friend's passing, but they try to go about their lives until they all start receiving these weird, threatening Valentine's Day cards. And they're getting increasingly threatening, like Lily's comes with a box of chocolates that has maggots in it. And they're all signed JM, which they cannot think of who would have those initials. So they start to speculate who this can be, and they learn that Dorothy has this new boyfriend named Campbell, who apparently got kicked out of where he lives and has moved in with Dorothy at her father's mansion because they're super rich. And later the girls all go to this art exhibit for Lily's boyfriend, and they meet somebody who tells them to beware of Campbell because he's a con artist. And then after everybody leaves the exhibit that night, we see the killer in the Cupid mask show up and shoot Lily with a bunch of heart arrows, and she dies. So eventually the girls realize that the only person that they know with the initials JM is Jeremy Melton. Kate ends up doing some digging and discovers that Jeremy's parents ended up dying in a house fire, and he has not been seen since. Nobody knows where he is. And when she goes to Dorothy and Paige with this information, Dorothy finally admits to them that she made the whole thing up. He never attacked her. And the girls are like, well, shit, he's obviously coming back from revenge. And they end up telling this to the police, who give them sketches of what Jeremy could possibly look like. So they start to kind of get suspicious of everybody and think that maybe they could be Jeremy. So this includes Dorothy's boyfriend Campbell, Kate's boyfriend Adam. Kate also has this really creepy neighbor that ends up breaking into her apartment one day to steal her underwear. But while he is in there, he is beaten to death by the killer. Now, Dorothy ends up throwing this Valentine's Day party at her father's mansion, and the girls go along with Kate's boyfriend Adam. We see Dorothy and her boyfriend Campbell get into a fight, and when he goes to leave, he is killed by the killer. And the woman from the art exhibit earlier that had told them to watch out for Campbell is there too, and she ends up getting chased down and hunted by the killer and killed as well. Lily's boyfriend that had the art exhibit also shows up to the party, and he asks the girls if they've heard from Lily because she never showed up in LA where she was supposed to be going, and the girls have no idea that she was killed. So the girls all start to panic thinking that something happened to Lily, and then Kate gets a call from the detective. They had earlier taken into custody the guy that Shelley went on a date with because his initials match the JM initials. But he tells the girls we had to let him go because of a lack of evidence, so make sure you all stay together. I'm coming there so we can protect you. So she gets this call and tries to find the other girls, but we see Paige by herself in the hot tub, and the killer shows up and closes the lid of the hot tub on her and then kills her with a drill. So the party clears out, and now it's just Dorothy and Kate, and they're panicking, wondering who the killer could be. Dorothy accuses Kate's boyfriend Adam. Kate at the same time accuses Dorothy's boyfriend Campbell because they don't know that he's dead at this point. Kate then goes outside to see where the detective is, and she finds him, but only his severed head. He's been killed as well. And then suddenly Kate's boyfriend Adam emerges, and he's super drunk, and she starts to believe that the killer actually could be him. Maybe Dorothy was right. So Kate panics and runs away, and Adam starts to chase her. She manages to get away from him, but then suddenly the killer jumps out and starts to chase her as well, and he attacks her. But before they're able to do anything to Kate, Adam shows up and shoots the killer. And when they go to pull off the mask, it is revealed that the killer is Dorothy. They just conclude that she must have been so angry from what happened at the dance when they were kids that she just sought revenge against her friends. So Adam and Kate wait for the cops to come, and Adam holds Kate and tells her, "I've always loved you." And then we see that his nose starts bleeding. So it's been him the whole time. He is Jeremy Melton. And he set this whole thing up to frame Dorothy. And he spared Kate because she was the only one that was nice to him. And the movie ends.